we should see that, what, as an interim ruling?
Well, it's interesting that it came out after the judge presumably heard that testimony very recently, where she, advocated for herself and that she could basically take care of herself. But there's two parts of this, right? There's the financial or the conservatorship of the estate, which the Bessemer Trust and her father are, and usually courts will allow that when the subject, when the conservatee is substantially unable to manage her own affairs or financial resources or resist fraud or undue influence. And then there's the personal conservatorship, and here Jody Montgomery, as I understand it, is her personal conservator. So it's possible that a judge at a future hearing may determine that there should be an end to the personal conservatorship, but not necessarily the one over the estate, over her affairs. It's interesting to note that over the last 13 years, when this temporary conservatorship has been in place, Britney's affairs, according to reports, have gone from her being in debt to establishing a wealth of over $60 million. So it seems that the financial part has worked to this point, but you can understand, one can have sympathy with her desire to retake control of her life, not just her personal affairs or health, her decisions, her personal decisions, but also her financial ones.
Well, absolutely, because the testimony she gave was quite remarkable. She said she'd been forced to take medication. She wasn't able to get married. She wasn't able to control her own body. So she wasn't allowed to have children. It
That's
sounded
right.
like the conservatorship, which was there to protect her, had actually taken advantage of her. And clearly there are Republicans in Congress who'd watched and seen the reporting who are equally concerned because her freedoms have been stripped away from her.
I think this is a bipartisan issue, frankly. I think many people are concerned. And though it should be also noted that a lawyer for her father called for an investigation into those claims and said that if they're true, there should definitely be changes to the conservatorship arrangement.
One to watch. Domenic, thank you very much indeed.